Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. He stiffed. It's a foot race. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 50 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. If I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this. And, hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll look to throw here. He'll buy some time right. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
The penalty helps a bit, but still 8 yards to go on 3rd down for this offense.
Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
these two.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage is the 8 on 2nd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Here's Coleman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Gun now on 3rd down. Man open, and St. Brown has got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And give him a gain of 37.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. His throw incomplete. Demetrius Harris, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Now he'll escape to his left. He finds Coleman. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
It's Coleman here. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. Look at the spin. Balance. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Gone, gone! Gone, gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Flushed out right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a play fake here on first down. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On play action, they'll throw. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And that one results in 35 yards. Smith trying to run for it. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They get it to him running left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up third and goal.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's third and goal. They'll set up a throw. Touchdown, Packers! Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown of the new season, and the Packers add 6 to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Mike Daniels makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, Roethlisberger. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter able to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Perry, the return. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. but typically halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Let's go. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up?
First down, here's the run with Cook. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And an alley to run. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a first down.
At halftime, you had to feel like the defense had to be in a good position. They had to feel good about themselves. They'd had this guy boxed in all game long, but after that run, that might be the breakthrough that he's looking for. Now they may have some difficulty dealing with him the rest of today.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
4 down. Focus, focus. 8, 8, 8, 8. Jack 16.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail.
Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive.
And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too.
No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That'll be caught by St. Brown. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. They're going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just had enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to...
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 28. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. A solid move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. Down at the 2. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with 3rd down upcoming. 3rd and goal, option right. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 5 full yards to bring up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Coleman now. Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The pitch goes to Smith. And some room to work. And now running right. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Packers continue to roll. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Perry, the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this.
And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it? You got a tight end who can move around a lot, not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner, a better cover guy, and put him on him and try and take him out of the game, as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing right now. The Vikings on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Roethlisberger. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Coleman. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They'll drop to throw. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Detroit!
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Here's Smith. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And Diggs has it. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Set! 180! Kings. Let's go!
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. first and 10. It's Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Jack 16. Jack 16.
Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Larry Ogunjobi forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. The Vikings on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be third and a mile. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
Good starting field position for him as they come up first and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. He sets to fire deep. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. They'll look to throw here. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
The Packers on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 14. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Flex round! Flex round! No. Off. Ohio! Right there. 54, right there. Flex round! Flex round!
He'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 45 yards. Back to throw here. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line. Execution as you look forward and get.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones.
Whoosh.
And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game.